Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Patron video where today we're hopping in and we are going to be going over a fun little video that I thought that I would do and also cover a new update that has been released for the game as well. So what I'm going to be covering in this game is the modding update, and I'm also going to be going over to show you guys what happens when you spend 10 in-year games in this game and having a great time, and what you can succeed and what you can build all within those 10 years. So let's hop over, let's talk about the update first, but before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. But let's go read about that update, shall we? Okay, so here we are right on Patron's homepage on the store, and it says Patron now with workshop integration. Update 7 brings new covered Steam workshop integration, saying hello everyone. Yes, I know it's Saturday, but wait. Why wait? We have the integration of Steam Workshop up and running, and there's no reason to delay any further. So it says modding support 1.0 is now active, and you guys can go through and actually mod the game within the workshop. There's all sorts of stuff here that you guys can go through and read on if you guys want to go over to Patron's Steam page and click on the updates and read all about it. I cannot wait to see all the mods that come through this game, and if you guys want, I will also do a modded playthrough of this game. You guys just have to let me know what mods you guys want to see, or if you guys just want to let me know that you guys want to see a modded playthrough down in the comments, and then I know to make a playthrough or a series all on mods, and we can go through and try out some of the awesome mods that the community comes up with. But I think now is a perfect time to hop back over into Patron and go over everything that I have done with the 10 years of in-game game time that I have done, and we could see what a settlement that is around 10 years old will look like. And if you guys want to see more on stuff like that, all you got to do is hit the like button, and I can do one that's 25 years and 50 years of settlement experience if you guys want to as well. So let's hop over and check it out now. All right, here we are back in Gondolin. Now I named this one Gondolin because, well, I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd, so I just kind of like that, and I hopped in and I made this city. Now you'll see right here I have 63 adults, I have 19 young and 59, almost 60 children, and I have 30 houses, which 29 of them are occupied and one is empty. You'll notice here that I have started to go through and do stone houses. I've started to upgrade all of my homes to stone houses, and I have 33,000 food. How I have all this food is an overabundance of farmland, and that trick that I showed you guys with fishing. I told you guys that fishing was important. I'm not kidding. Fishing is super duper important. So I've gone through and I'm able to do that. What else have I done? I've gone through and pretty much replaced all of my roads except for a couple of them with stone roads instead of dirt roads because they can move a little bit faster. And I'm starting to work on a brand new farming area down over here, because if you look, the soil fertility down in this area is just about as good as it is right over here, but all through this area, all through here, and then this whole entire area as well. So I plan on turning all of that into farmland. That way we have a very, very large food source for my people. I plan on building some more housing and a brand new settlement over in this area over here with a larger set of houses when I ever get that research done. Speaking of research, let's go check that out. You guys will see that I've done all of the research all through here, all the way through Gathering Hall, and I'm over here starting to work on all of these. I don't have Propaganda Quarry Pool or Pottery Apprentice yet. No reason that I don't have it other than I just don't have it right now. I definitely should get some of these things going through here because these are just extra bonuses that you don't need to apply or anything like that. You just pay for them and you get them. And I've gone all the way through up here, all the way to get Town Hall, into stone houses, churches, and brickworks, and I'm gonna be working my way over into getting a bakery so I can start producing bread with all the wheat that I'm getting. I've also started brewing stuff and getting all sorts of extra goods for people, but what I've noticed is that you definitely can get a lot of tobacco and a lot of flowers really easily. I have my tobacco and flower fields right down here. Here is my tobacco field, and here's my flowers field. They produce so much every year right now that my 63 people that I have cannot get all the way through them, so it turns out that I have a ton of excess. I also built myself all of my gatherer's hut, my herbalist hut, and my hunting shed all up here right next to each other with a depot right in front of them, so they don't have to go very far at all in order to deliver all of their goods. This ended up being a really wicked way to do this, because the efficiency is through the roof and I'm getting plenty of herbs. What am I doing with all those herbs? Well, trading, of course. I have my tradership here and I go through and get all sorts of weird things, even some of the things you're not supposed to be able to get, like cookies, cider, oil lamps, and all sorts of other cool things as well, including some gold. But I use herbs to trade for all of that because my people are never going to go through all of the herbs that I have. Now, I've gone through and also started beautifying the settlement as well. You'll see that I've started with some hedges here and some statues, some small parks on this side as well. This is just a early look at what I would like to do with the upper echelon version of the city. I plan on leaving this area over here all stone houses, and when I unlock 2-story houses, whenever that happens to happen, the ones that are right here, I plan on building those up over here because the 2-story houses are the ones where your merchants and your gentries tend to live, and once I get that built up as well, I plan on building the guild houses as well. Maybe I'll build a peasant and the laborers guild house over by them. But the Merchant's Guild House, the Gentry's Guild House, and the Patron's Mansion, which is technically your mansion, will all be built up over here in this higher tier level of wealth living area. So I plan on doing that at some point in the game. If you guys would like to see what that looks like at like a 25 or 50 year settlement, you guys just have to let me know down in the comments. What else have I done recently? You guys will see I've went through and I've built a church. Churches make everybody super happy. And let's talk also decrees. I have all sorts of decrees, but what I've looked at while I've been going through these is that there are certain ones that are good, but really not needed. Like this food production one, press 10% to food production, it's 520 coins a year. That's not that much money, but when it comes to being for an entire year, but is it really worth the 10% food production when I already have 33,000? Because after a while, it gets pretty easy in order to keep your food levels up. And then going through, looking through all of these, I'm like, none of these are really that good. So I'm like, but wait, homeschooling is really good. Looking over here, population neutrality plus 30 and immigration minus 0.5. That's fine. That just means that people need to make babies at home. Anything like town celebration? Town celebration sounds wonderful. It's a social thing that increases happiness, and keeping your town's happiness up is super important. What I found that keeping my happiness up over the longest time, the hardest thing for me to keep up is whenever the events happen to happen. So like whenever I go through and I have an event pop in that's like pirates are invading or something like that, it tends that I affect happiness doing stuff like that because I won't allow pirates to live here and stuff because it lowers your safety. You try to keep your safety up with watchtowers, but really at the end of the day, watchtowers only cover so much. I mean, you can see I need to put a couple more watchtowers up here, maybe finish the road system that goes up through these houses as well, and then finish beautifying, but all of that can be done before the next video. The last thing that I want to cover is my storage area. You'll see that I have a massive amount of storage. I have 70,000 units of storage right now, and I've filled almost 3/4 of it. How I've done that is pretty much through food. Food is taking up the lion's share of what I have, but also through luxuries. Because the last thing I want is my people to run out of luxuries, because when they run out of luxuries, they start to get very sad and they don't work as well. So you gotta get their luxuries in there for them. I'm still working on some more research things like getting schools and stuff and more pig ranches and stuff. I don't really have a use for this fishery, but I'll probably research it towards the end just to make sure that I have the full thing. My full plan is to unlock everything in the game and have one of every building built before I stop this playthrough. But if you guys want to see more, like I said, hit that like button for me to let me know you guys are enjoying Patron. I love this game. It's a very popular game right now, and it really is Banished 2.0. I've been loving it so much, and I just keep wanting to play it as well. If you guys want to see mods as well, I'd love to bring in some mods and see what other types of buildings we can get in here. Maybe some city walls, maybe some new versions of some wells, maybe a college. We'll just have to wait and see what people tend to build, and I'd love to see it. But thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys could, please hit that like button for me to let me know you guys want to see more. Please don't forget to leave me that comment down below of all the questions I asked you throughout the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.